The truth about January 6th is coming out. From Julie Kelly at AMGreatness, newly obtained video shows United States Capitol Police officers speaking with several January 6th protesters, including Jacob Chansley, the so-called Q shaman, inside the Capitol that afternoon. One officer, identified in the video and confirmed by charging documents as Officer Keith Robishaw, appears to tell Chansley's groups they won't stop them from entering the building. Quote, "We're not against. You need to show us. No attacking, no assault. Remain calm," unquote, Robishaw warns. Chansley and another protester instruct the crowd to act peacefully. They say, "This has to be peaceful," Chansley yelled. "We have the right to peacefully assemble," he said. The video directly contradicts what government prosecutors allege in a complaint filed January 8 against Chansely. Quote, "Robishaw and other officers calmed the protesters somewhat and directed them to leave the area from the same way they had entered. Chansley approached Officer Robishaw and screamed, among other things, that this was their house and that they were there to take the Capitol and to get congressional leaders," unquote. Chansley later is seen entering the Senate chambers with a police officer behind him. He led several protesters in prayer and sat in Vice President Mike Pence's chair. Chansley is not charged with assaulting an officer. He faces several counts for trespassing and disorderly conduct. He has been incarcerated since January, denied bail, awaiting trial. He has no criminal record, like hundreds of others being held as political prisoners without bail. Most are being held in solitary confinement. This episode will be a stain on American history, not for the disagreements that led to January 6th, but for the killing of a military veteran peaceful protester and the clearly inhumane treatment of Americans who were exercising their First Amendment rights, and mostly peacefully. Right, big media? One American News Network's Jack Posobiec, who was stationed at the Guantanamo Bay prison for jihadi terrorists, said that the treatment these Americans are undergoing is very bad, even when compared to the treatment we gave prisoners at Guantanamo. Where are the Republican elected leaders screaming about this? Why aren't they leading protest marches around that Washington, D.C. jail where these citizens are being held in solitary confinement and tortured? Is it time for we Americans to take action to end this unlawful jailing of citizens entitled to their First Amendment rights? Yes, it is, my friends.